as I gaze around the floor, and I'll keep on changing partners till I hold you once more. Though we danced for one moment and too soon we had to part, in that wonderful moment something happened to my heart. So I'll keep changing partners until you're in my arms again. And then, my darling, I will never change partners again. Though we danced for one moment and too soon we had to part, in that wonderful moment something happened to my heart. If it's this song that's your ringtone and it just rang, like that's what in my movie that's what it is.
Just go. That's 40 seconds. That's 40 seconds.
So I'll keep changing partners till you're in my arms. Oh, my darling, I will never change partners again. There you go. Woo! That's a cool song, hey? It's beautiful. You have been guarding yourself. I know you've been guarding yourself and hiding yourself somewhere out of sight. The darkness on the horizon might find your greatest flaw and show it in the light. But shouldn't it be easy? I wanna give up the fight. Shouldn't it be easy to does it, we'll show it in the light. But shouldn't it be easy? 'Cause I wanna give up the fight. Shouldn't it be easy to tell you you're on my mind? Until the bar closes down. When we kiss, can we kiss and outlast our doubt? When we dance, can we dance until the bar closes down? When we kiss, can't we kiss and outlast our doubt? That's what I'm thinking about on that dark horizon.
That was so nice.
Awesome, I'm glad you thought so.
Yeah, I agree.
You're having a good time. You're having a good time still.
This is the best show of 2020.
We still have time for better shows. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk. Take a risk here. So, a risk on the fact that I don't know the lyrics, and a risk on the fact that I've never played this. Except for earlier when I was in the back, just like rehearsing and crying. Just like, shit, what am I doing? Maybe I really shouldn't play.
In the sun, my color fades. In the distance there, a mountain range. The spirit isn't dead, it's transforming in me. And I waited out a call that didn't come. A selfish talk about selfless thoughts in me. Take your picture, pick me up in a cab. I'm not the man I thought I'd be once. I'm not what I thought I'd be. Take your picture with me while you still can. Is it not what you thought it'd be? Anybody know the number for a cab? I'm not what I thought I'd be. My experience was all at once proven to me. Still I won't believe. Was it a mistake, or was it meant for me? Now I'm waiting out in the rain. The sun is down, the cab never came for me. Take my picture, pick me up in a cab. I'm not the man I thought I'd be once. I'm not what I thought I'd be. Take your picture with me while you still can. Is it not what you thought it'd be? Anybody know the number for a cab? I'm not what I thought I'd be. Take your picture with me while you still can. Take your picture with me while you still can. Take your picture with me while you still can.
Okay. What else I got here? God, give me some more songs. Shit. Okay.
A shooting star, just 20 feet up. I'm like a prisoner in my car, willing to try things I'd never admit. I think I'm gonna be all my bullshit is full of it. I saw my car lift up off of the lawn. Was it a sign or am I a fraud? I don't know. A shooting star, just 20 feet up. I'm like a prisoner in this car. I'm gonna try things I said I'd never did.
Thank you. Okay, any other time, I mean, I've never played, I told you about the other time I played a solo show, but any other time I played shows that aren't We Are the City, in this other band, high school, we always played this song. So I felt like it'd be weird if I didn't try it. But it's, you know, my disclaimer before every song.
It's not pro.
It's not pro. Oh, wait, right, I had a thing going on.
Yeah, it's not pro.
It's not pro. I had a thing going on.
Now that's pro.
That is incredible. Okay, there's a chance it could be, I didn't try this song before. There's a chance the key could be too high, and my voice would be cracking, you guys would be laughing, and
Well, no,
everybody
you
would be
did-
taking a break for the bar.
You did check this one, but you
I
stopped
checked the
before
beginning.
the high part.
Yeah, I stopped it. Yeah, exactly. Because I didn't want the people here before or during the sound check to be laughing. That was just namely you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Aki, sorry, DJ Aki.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that is.
It's hard to remember how it felt before. Now I found the love of my life. It passes, things get more comfortable. Everything is going right, and after all the obstacles, it's good to see you now with someone else. And it's such a miracle that you and me are still good friends after all that we've been through. I know we're cool. It's like 3 chords. You used to think it was impossible. Now you call me by my new last name. Memories.
We should have sound checked this one.
It's like so long ago. Time always kills the pain. Remember Harbor Boulevard? Oh yeah, the dreaming days where the mess was made. Look at how those kids have grown. Oh yeah, we have changed, but we're still the same after all that we've been.
I just imagine this as like a really bad karaoke where this is. Imagine if you wanted to do karaoke for this song and this was the sound. Just imagine you'd be like, this is such a rip. Like you'd throw your pack pills down. Like it's like, why the fuck did I buy this pack pilsner? There was Scramble Island. Why would I buy this? No. Okay, I think that's it for that song. It was, okay, cool. So I think I'm just gonna play 2 more. Oh no, I actually had another one that might. We should have called this night Cayne Might Do Well.
No, you know what? Up until that last song, it was going really, really,
Thank
really
you.
well.
Thank you. Okay, so this was one of my favorite tunes that we ever made, and it never went on a record. As it goes with your favorite stuff, sometimes it just doesn't come out. And I felt like there was a time. It's really funny how sometimes you, like the best stuff in your life passes you without you kind of, or like your peak of whatever your thing is, right? Like the best painting you ever made, or like the fastest you ever ran to the bus, or whatever. Like you didn't realize like that was it, and then you just did it, and now you actually never run that fast again to the bus, like because you're always on time from then on. But or whatever. But no, what I'm saying is, it's funny to reflect back on this song now, because this song is probably like 8 years old, and I actually don't think I've played it for 8 years or something like that. I had to text Andrew to get him to email it to me today so I could reference it to see if I could still play it, because I couldn't remember. I didn't even have it. I couldn't even remember how it went. But this is about my like brief brush with like a bit of Vancouver fame. You know, my band won the Peak Performance Project in 2010. At the beginning of 2010. That was David in the band who cheered. I just want to say, I just want everyone to know that like, the only person who cheered was in the band. Hell yeah, hell yeah. No, but yeah, so we won this cash. We were like, man, we're 19, like, oh, we're just like babes open for business, like from any label, you know. And we had cash, and we were like, man, this is awesome. We just moved to Commercial Drive. We were like, this is, you know, we're out of Kelowna. No one thinks our music sounds like a funeral anymore. And welcome. And I remember we made this record, High School, and this joke song that I put on there, like, that I really hated, Happy New Year. Like, I was just like, wrote it in 30 seconds. I was just like, this is such a stupid ass song. And then it was our only ever radio song, and our only song that people request at shows, and the only song that I can never sing well ever. And anyways, my point is that one time, do you guys remember like when you could hop on the 99 or like on the SkyTrain and not pay? Like there was a chance like you could like sneak on and like just chance it.
I think you still can.
Well, but you have to like hop those gates now. Like there was a time when like you could just walk on the 99 and they didn't check
There's no
you.
gates for the 99.
The SkyTrain. I guess you can still not pay for the 99, but I feel like now it's like a bit more like you're actively avoiding the. I guess I was actively avoiding it then. That's maturity, people. Anyways, at that time, like I always sat in those like middle, you know, the part on the bus, like the accordion bit. There's like one seat in there. I always sat on there, and I remember like sneaking on. Just moved to Commercial Drive. Awesome, my band is so good, so cool. People know me, like 3 people, you know, or whatever. But I'm walking down Commercial Drive, and on the way down, I remember some people yelled across the street, like, "King, you're the king!" And I was just like, hell yeah, I am. And then I walked down and I snuck on the 99 because I had no real money, like it was my money. I snuck on and I sat on this, as I was going on, someone else was just like, "Lord, Happy New Year." And I was just like, yeah, you do. You know, like that kind of thing. And I went on, and I was just thinking about later, after I went and sat in that little chair and then the 99 went off. And I was thinking about it later, like, because we never really had a song on the radio again. You know, we were 19, and that's like 10 years of like still being in a band, still like trying to do stuff. Not that we were like aiming for the radio ever, but it's just interesting to think about like things can pass you by anyway. So later, and this is only a couple years after that, because as I mentioned, I haven't played this song for 8 years. But after that, I was reflecting on that and thinking of that guy being like, "You're the king." And I was thinking about like, what am I the king of? Like, I'm just the king of like a stolen 99 bus ticket. Like that's it. Like that's, I'm the king of just like stealing a student line, like stealing a spot on a student line. Like that's it. Anyway, so then I made this track. It's called Kingdom Cayne. So we'll see if we can go. I didn't write the lyrics down, so there might be like long instrumental pauses, and you'll know why. It's not stylistic.
I knew that soon my legs would both give out, so I hurried back to my well-deserved throne. Inside the 99 young women wait to fill up my desires with their credit cards. It's money for my rent, never reminding me of the day I dread. The day my conscience won't let me off the hook so easy. And passive aggression fills the mind, beliefs in power speaking do or die and start in tying up loose ends and go on hating all the gay men that you have never met. Some things I'll never understand. Your conscience lets you off the hook so easy. The taste of liquid.
Hold on, that's not it. Do you know what the beginning
How
is?
does
Oh, yeah.
How does evil go? What does goodness know that I don't? The taste of licorice in my mouth, the straight and narrow 99 route. Please don't point out my sins. Aren't these the days I should revel in? The days my conscience let me off the hook so easy.
Okay. So, damn.
Is that licorice parlor? Licorice in the mouth?
The licorice in the mouth thing was that we had done that movie Violent in Norway, and I just got really hooked on. I had never been to that licorice parlor at that time, and I got really hooked on licorice, and I brought back all these little tins of this like intense, these like seeds of like the darkest black soul licorice ever. Like they're just these little nasty ass licorice drops. I don't know. I could never have them now. They're like tar, basically. Anyways, I always had like a black tongue at that time. Okay, so I guess I'll go for I'll try.
Man, you really started hitting on that licorice. Like, you used to love that stuff.
I loved it, yeah.
You
I
really threw it
know.
under the bus with that description.
It was tar.
Not that bad, no.
No, it was tar. Don't you remember? I loved the taste, but I didn't. But like, I also had this kind of like
Yeah, you
this
spat it
weird
out.
body dysmorphia at that time, and like I didn't want to eat it because I felt like it's like too so sugary, and I'm gonna like get a gut. So I would just eat it, and I had this spit cup. We drove like from Bergen to Oslo, and I had this spit cup where I would have this like, I was eating this licorice and like sucking the salt off and then just spitting all this like chew, you know, it was like chew or something. Anyways, so this is going to be my last song because I don't have any more tunes. So I've really exhausted all the tunes I could play. But I have one more track and I'd really like to try it. It's a new song. And I'll tell you the story. The story's 25 minutes long, so so the set's gonna feel like, oh, it was good, it was worth it. It was worth my time, you know, because he did play for 50 minutes, but he only actually played for like 6 minutes. And then that's the other thing, is like my songs are like, they're like 3 bars long. Anyways, yeah, so this tune it's kind of a crazy story actually. I would say it's the craziest song story I have. And I had started writing this song And I had this idea, like, I want this 18-minute song, and like, I want tons of people to feature on it, and I want everybody to start their feature with "I'm afraid to die, aren't you?" And then my section's gonna be about my friend, who I felt like we weren't really friends anymore, and he was one of my best friends growing up. And so I had these lyrics. I'm afraid to die, aren't you? Man, let's make some plans that we can stick to. Choose the ones you love and the ones that love you. They said you're broken, man, but I don't think that's true. Anyways, I had these kind of lyrics, and he was getting into drugs, and everybody knew. And anyways, I went to his house to ask him if he would feature on the song. And we didn't end up chatting about that, but he ended up showing me like some new songs he was working on, and I showed him songs I was working on, and we talked, and kind of like, it was a bit depressing, to be honest. Like, you know when you used to be best buddies with someone and you like try to talk with them like you're still best buddies, and it's sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't really work at all. Anyways, we had one of those kind of talks. We were on his parents' deck, and he had moved home because he developed like a drug addiction in Vancouver, and he moved back to Cayne. Anyway, so I was putting together all these features, and it was my mom's birthday in January 2 years ago. And so I was driving up to Cayne, and I had all these features, and I was thinking about it all the way up. You know, I had all these people like the heavy hitters, you know, in my mind. Like, we're doing these features on the We Are the City song. I was so hyped. And as I was coming down, like near Brenda Mine, I don't know, I'm just gonna use the vernacular, and anyone who doesn't know, just go with it. It's coming down like Brenda Mine, and there was Aurora Borealis, which was crazy. Never saw that. I've never seen it again, and it was there. And I was just thinking so much about, like, man, like, I should give Kyle a call. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's nuts. Should give him a call. I should just drive to his house. Like, he's the kind of guy who like would lose his phone, or like didn't have a phone, or wouldn't pick up your call because like whatever, or wouldn't call you back because whatever. And I was just like, I should just drive right to his house, but like, I don't know, like maybe not, or like maybe. Anyways, I just got there, and I stayed up really late till like 5 a.m. that day, just like kind of thinking. And I was at my parents' house and no one was there, and my parents had kept our jam room like as it was when we left. And so there's all these like newspaper articles and stuff like pinned to the wall, and there's lots of us and Kyle on there, like, because we came up together. So it was you know, the city in Caltubs, like we had all the. Anyways, I was in there just thinking about it, and then I went to sleep, and then I went to see my mom the next day. As I said, it was her birthday in Revelstoke, and I got a call. Kyle died yesterday, and so he overdosed on fentanyl, and so it's just crazy because we had written this song, R.I.P., for our friend Kyle, and obviously like I had tried to put some like We Are the City weirdness in there and get like, it's 18 minutes and there's like 100 features, you know, like that kind of thing. But I still had the lyrics, you know, virtually done. I mean, in a way, like the can we call it a hook? The hook was done. All, you know, it's strange, like, no matter what you think of spirituality or of souls, or I don't know, but I know that there's something there. I don't know. So it's a special song that I haven't played before, not because it's old, but because it's new. And anyways, I think it's I've been planning to play it, and every time I think of playing it, I just get a lump in my throat. So I don't know, we released it like 2 days ago or something like that, and we have this joke because we tour in Germany, and they're always like really harsh in their interviews, and we have this thing like, so we have this time there's a lot of crying on the record. Like, what is happening with this crying? We actually had another song, like, weirdly, where like, I was also crying on this other song. We had to cut it because we were just like, too much crying. Like, it's just like, it's whack. Like, Cayne, you're just crying. Like, the whole record. Anyways, we had this argument in the back the other day. There was just like, you know, Andy's just kind of like, we need to play R.I.P. in the set. And me and David are just kind of like, no. And I'm just kind of like, it's enough crying. Like, no more crying in the set. You know, like, anyway, so I'm going to play the track. So let's see how it goes. I'm afraid to die, aren't you? Man, let's make some plans that we can stick to. Choose the ones you love and the ones that love you. They said you're broken, man, but I don't think that's true. Let go now, lovely boy. Painful memories aren't the ones that you should hold on to. Let go now, lonely boy. Where is it now that you have run off to? You're safe now, angel boy. We sat drinking beer, menthol cigarettes. We're showing each other tunes. How could I know? That's the last time I would see you. I'm so sorry that my memories of you are going to fade, but I know that there's no choice while I have you so clear in my mind. Thank you, man. I'm sorry, man. I can see you everywhere. I can see you in everything. My childhood, and now I'm a man. All the right years, I swear I mean everything I said. You seem drunk, like you were crying. I expect more from you. Why'd you run from me, lonely boy? Where is it now that you have run off to? You're a brand new neon boy. Color my forgiveness bright blue. You're safe now,
chosen boy. Chosen boy. So close your eyes now, chosen boy. I was driving into town and I thought about calling you, but you never pick up. I should have driven to your house. I should have been the one to find you. I hope you weren't afraid. I hope you weren't aware what was happening to you. Man, I'm afraid to die. Were you?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming and supporting our weird store. It's hard to tell what it's about, but really appreciate that you guys come out. So, have some more beers or leave, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do one or the other. Thanks. I'm glad I played.